Japan is being represented by Hiroshi Tanahashi and Finn Juice. And, of course, Finn Juice is being represented by Dave Finley and Juice Robinson.
And nobody else, because that's a terrible name.
True. And they're taking on the Bullet Club, represented by Chase Owens, Yujiro Takahashi, Tangaloa, and Tamatanga of the Gorillas of Destiny.
Yes, indeed. You know, this is new beginnings. Bullet Club had a rough end of the last year. I think they're going to get over solid. And as you brought to my attention, Bullet Club has a brand new logo that looks like it would take place in any XFL game or hockey jersey memorabilia. And it's nice. It's nice. I'll give it that much. And with that, I think Bullet Club takes it and this new beginning.
I'm with you. I hear you. I understand it. And I rarely ever have any quarrels with the Bullet Club taking it. But I'm going to have to put my token on Kota Ibushi and Taguchi Japan. I think they're going to take it. I think Ibushi has a lot to make up for. And I think that Finn Juice, the Japanese folk are really into Finn Juice. So you got Finn Juice they're really into. Ibushi has been on a downward trend, and I think he needs to come back up. And Tanahashi, I mean, he's always your wild card. He's your John Cena. He can lose or win. It doesn't matter. He's just going to make the match good.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going with. I'm going those folks, Ibushi, Taguchi. And I like the sound
match
of it.
Regardless, all the way around, this will be a hard-hitting 8-man tag match. It'll probably be nothing like the first one.
I think it's going to be wild. I think there's going to be a lot of how do I want to say it? A lot of folks coming in the ring without being tagged. I think the referee has
outside action.
There you go. The referee has his work put out for him. Let's say that. Obviously, in any 8-man tag you do, and of course, the top one's going to be fun and exciting. But this one, yeah, there's going to be a lot of folks in and out, and I don't want to be the ref here.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like fun. It'll probably fall on red shoes, hey?
You'd think he'd be the only one who could handle this.
Then we're coming up on a tag team match because we haven't had enough of those. Seeing Chaos represented by Kazuchika Okada and Will Ospreay taking on Suzuki-gun represented by Tai Chi and Zack Sabre Jr.
Well, the way it is, Okada, of course, one of my all-time favorites of all time ever. I think probably the best in the business today. I do take old ZSJ over Will Ospreay, honestly, like as my personal opinion. Zack Sabre is more of the mat wrestling. Will Ospreay is more of the fun dancing. But it is fun dancing. But I'm going to say I'm going Chaos on this one. I don't, other than Okada, I don't have a real reason for it. I don't know the storyline going into this. But I'm just not putting Suzuki-gun over Chaos at this moment. So I'm going Chaos.
See, my knowledge here is Naito is Chaos, yeah?
Correct.
And so Chaos is on top of the world. And this is a new beginning. Therefore, I have to pick Goon Gang, even though I don't prefer.
You can do that.
Yes. You know, the funny thing is if you take the last G off of Goon Gang, it's Gungan, and then it's Jar Jar Binks, and that's kind of how I feel about
Misa Jar Jar. I do have to backtrack a little bit. You said Naito is Chaos, right?
Yeah.
Naito, LIJ.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
He's the leader of LIJ.
Well, that blows my whole planning work out of the water,
That does.
But I will stick with my answer.
That's why the Okada Naito matches have been so awesome, because they're two of the top stamp. But yes. Once you started talking, I just heard what I wanted to hear when you said it, and then once you started talking, I was like, wait a second.
He's wrong.
He's saying something different.
I knew there was a good chance I was wrong when I formulated it. But...
We don't care. We just have fun.
Yep.
We like to have fun, and fun is what we're having.
My cat wants to have fun. I don't know if you hear that.
I didn't necessarily hear it until you mentioned it, and then I was like, I'm pretty sure I heard that. Once you mentioned it, I heard it. I didn't hear it before.
I gotta do
moving
it
on,
like all the
Pasty.
other podcasters who would acknowledge whenever their animals are making noises, but you never actually hear it.
That happens so much in most of the podcasts I listen to. Moving on, we've got a match with Jay White of the Bullet Club taking on Sonata of the LIJ.
Yeah. I hate that I have to do this, but I started this trend already. I gotta go with the Bullet Club, and I think White's gonna win this.
You're switchblading it, and I'm switching up on that. I'm gonna go Los Ingobernables de Alpon, and picking from what I said from last time, and I think it bit me in the ass when I said this, but I think this is Sonata's year. I think he's gonna become maybe not the top guy, but I think he's gonna become a top singles guy, and I think this would be a great place for him to start. Defeating basically the non-de facto leader of the Bullet Club, Switchblade Jay White. So
I hope you're right. I really do. I got this
I'm going
feeling.
Sonata.
I'm booking with logic and not my heart, which is something I don't normally do in New Japan.
Well, as the Black Eyed Peas once said, I got a feeling. And you might be right, but I'm picking Sonata.
All right. Then we've got the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship, seeing Hiromu Takahashi defending his belt against Ryu Lee Dragon.
I like the way you do that. I think you should announce him. I think you should make his announcement when he comes to the ring. I dig it.
All right. Gato, call me.
Give him a ring, buddy.
I got this.
I'm going Takahashi keeping this. I think Hiromu Takahashi, as we mentioned earlier in the This Week in Pro Wrestling History, he just got it at Wrestle Kingdom 14.
Mm-hmm.
This will only be, I don't know if this is his third or second defense, but definitely his second major title defense at all. I don't see he needs to lose it. I know Dragon Lee has been making waves throughout Mexico, United States, Japan. He's really doing his thing, but I don't think he needs it at this time. Yeah, he is, and I don't think he needs it at this time. And I think that it would be a better victory for him to win it later on, whether if it's when Takahashi has a longer reign on it or if from somebody else who has a longer reign. But I want it to mean something more if he does.
Yeah,
I'm saying Takahashi keeps it.
I'm right there on board with you.
Oh, okay, that was it. Well,
yes,
all right.
That's it.
There's not a lot
else to say. I think you spit it out.
Not a lot of debating of that.
No.
We dig it.
Yes.
All right. Well, I'm not swallowing. I'm spitting. And up next, Pasty, I'm spitting the IWGP United States Championship match. We're going to see John the Mox Moxley defending his title against Minoru Suzuki.
This is going to be good.
This is going to be... I'm interested to see what they're going to do, being as it's not a hardcore match.
But there's a championship on the line. They're going to let some shit go.
Right. Oh, yeah. Oh, definitely they're going to let some shit go. And with these two guys, they're going to have to, because it's going to be, in the words of good old JR, this is going to be a slobber knocker. In the words of Stone Cold Steve Austin, somebody's going to stomp a mud hole in each other's ass. It's going to be wild.
Yes. Hey, Eddie Guerrero had a mud hole stomped in his. Everybody poops. That's what I wanted to say back at the top of the show and was spacing out on. It's here now, though. That's it. I think we can 3, 2, 1 call this one, and I think the fans are right there with us. 3, 2, 1. Moxley.
Yeah,
Why
definitely.
Not?
I don't think he should lose it yet. I think he's gaining a lot of momentum. And I think especially we've talked about this, I think every time that he's been on their pay-per-view recently, with them expanding to the United States, he's a good face to have on your side, especially with a championship.
Yes. Yes.
That being said, he's going to be the underdog here, and he's going to fight from the bottom up, which he's the best at. He's better at doing that.
In a sense, this is Moxley versus Lesnar, right?
Yeah. Oh, exactly. This is the Japanese version of Moxley versus Lesnar, and I cannot wait to see Minoru Suzuki beat the ever-loving shit out of Moxley and see Moxley not only sell it, but literally take so many stiff, hard-style shots. I mean, he's going to take them. Yes, they're not going to be working shots. They're going to be shots.
Swing. By the way, I just hit the new swing button that I added to the board today.
Showing.
It came up this week. Somebody posted an article where Natalya was pissed that Asuka was working stiff in the ring, and I said, if I was in the ring with Asuka, I'd be working stiff too. Swing. It was good.
Oh, with that just being said, Pasty, I gotta say I got a message from an anonymous listener just now that said I like stiff. Oh, just followed it up with I will take it stiff. So shout out to anonymous listeners out there. We love you. Thank you. We appreciate you listening. Keep up the work.
There's a second swing just for you.
Oh, Pasty gave you a swing. We love Pasty swing. With that being said, what's up next?
Oh, we got the IWGP Heavyweight and Intercontinental Championships on the line as Tetsuya Naito defends his double gold doubloons versus Kenta. And this is a hell of a main event.
I'm so excited for this one. I couldn't decide who to pick.
The endorphins running through my spine as I think about it. This is going to be a good one.
Yeah, I want both of these fellers to win. I don't know how I guess it would be great because they could each walk away with the title. I don't know who would walk away with which, but that's not what's going to happen. But obviously Naito, he's my second favorite in New Japan, one of my favorites. Kenta, who's always been such an amazing talent in Japan, and for whatever reason just didn't translate in America.
He was an injury magnet in America. That was the problem.
Yeah, that, and I just really don't think he did translate. I don't think the fans got behind him, and a lot of it was the injury. But for whatever reason, I think he knows now that he needs to be a main event star here in New Japan. Of course, he was a Pro Wrestling Noah main event heavyweight champion. I mean, he was the guy in Noah. Left Noah to go to America, came back. Well, we all know, Noah is now number 3 maybe in Japan. He's in New Japan. He's in the WWE of Japan, if you will.
Yeah.
And he's facing the, I don't know if you want to say Seth Rollins of Japan. And, God, this is going to go, I think this is going to go 40 minutes or more.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, this will be near an hour of just the best insane main event New Japan action one could ask for.
It's what you're looking for. All in all, I can already look at this lineup and say this is not going to stack up to Wrestle Kingdom.
No.
But then again, very few pay-per-views ever stack up to Wrestle Kingdom, let alone this last Wrestle Kingdom. But this match, I bet we'll look at and say that would have fit right in at this year's Wrestle Kingdom. Naito, Kenta, IWGP Heavyweight, and Intercontinental Championships on the line. Winner take all. Pacey, I'm going with my boy. I'm raising my one eye up in solidarity. Yes. Tetsuya Naito.
Yes, it hurts me how easy it was to pick Naito here. Like, I didn't even give Kenta a second thought. It was that easy to pick Naito.
I see it was different for me. I literally went back and forth so many times because I think Kenta is somebody you can definitely build as a big star, especially he has a story.
Much sense with my saying Bullet Club is going to sweep, but I'm going against Bullet Club here because Kenta is a member.
Yes, he is. And Kenta's story is that a redemption, but it's one that the Japanese audience was on the ride for. Uh-huh. They watched him in Noah. They watched him become a big success. They bought his merch. They went to his events. They were sad to see him leave. They were rooting for him in WWE because they get to watch WWE. They were disappointed with how he was treated. They were upset they didn't get to see him. Now he's back on the biggest stage of them all. I mean, this is really a story made for the Japanese public. This isn't a story made for the United States public, such as maybe your Moxley Suzuki is.
Yeah.
But Yeah, you still got to go Naito.
And if the shoe's on the other foot and Kenta wins, I can totally see them paving a storyline where Jay White is jealous that Kenta's rose to the top of the club, and there's a